Hello, my dear students. Good morning and wishing you all a wonderful day. I hope that you are all happy and safe. Welcome back to your English class. Today, we are dealing with a poem from your first flight textbook, poem number 9, The Tale of Custard the Dragon. This poem is a ballad. Ballad means a song or poem that tells a story. Okay. It is a humorous poem about a cowardly dragon named Custard. Custard is a pet of Belinda, a little girl who lives in a little white house with her pets. Custard was not brave as other pets. He always demands a safe place. But in a toughest situation, the dragon shows and proves his bravery. Here the poet has tried to say that sometimes a timid person is the actual hero in the toughest situations of life. This poem was written by Ogden Nash. He was an American poet well known for his light verse, of which he wrote over 500 pieces. So this poem is written as a ballad. Ballad means a song or a poem about some adventurous heroes. Okay, now let's have a look at the poem. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse, and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon, and a really truly little pet dragon. So the poem opens with the introduction of Belinda and her pets. Belinda is a little girl and lives in her little house with her pets, and she had a wagon. Wagon means a carriage. Her pets are a black kitten, a little grey mouse, a little yellow dog, and a little dragon, and she had a little red wagon. Now, the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse she called him Blink, and the little yellow dog was Sharp as Mustard, but the dragon was a coward and she called him Custard. Belinda has named her little black kitten as Ink. So the name of the little black kitten is Ink and her little grey mouse as Blink. The name of her little grey mouse is Blink and the name of her little black kitten is Ink. The little yellow dog is Sharp as Mustard. Sharp here means intelligent. So he called that little yellow dog as Mustard. And there is the dragon, and the dragon is a coward. Coward means fearful and is named as Custard. The dragon is shown as coward as he fears a lot. So that is why he gave the name to her she gave the name to her dragon as Custard. So these are the names of her pets. Okay. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and scales underneath, mouth like a fireplace chimney for a nose, and really truly daggers on his toes. So here in this stanza, we will get the Custard's physical description. He has big sharp teeth and spikes. Spikes means sharp nails on top of him and scales underneath. Scales means designs as are found on snakes' skins. Okay. His mouth is like a fireplace and nose is like a chimney. As you know, the dragon spits fire which makes his mouth like a fireplace and nose as chimney out of which comes the smoke. His toes are so pointed and sharp that they could cut anything like a dagger. Dagger means sharp pointed bars. So, really or truly? Really or truly means really, truly, the daggers on his toes. That means his toes were so pointed and sharp that they could cut anything like a dagger. So, there is an irony here in this sense that this dragon looks menacing, yet it is covered and always seeks a safe shelter. So the physical appearance of the dragon looks menacing, but yet it is a coward. That is why Belinda calls him Custard. Okay. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chased the lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard cried for a nice safe cage. In this stanza, the bravery and the intrepidity of inmates of Belinda's little house, except the dragon, is given. So Belinda's bravery has been compared with the bravery of many bears combined together. So Belinda was as brave as a barrel. Barrel here means container. There were full of bears. So her bravery has been compared with the bravery of many bears compared together. And what about Ink and Blink? Ink and Blink, despite their small size, they can chase lions down the stairs. Even though they are small in size, they can chase lions. And her dog Mustard's bravery has been measured equal to a tiger in anchor. Rage means anchor. So her dog Mustard's bravery has been measured equal, which is compared to a tiger who was in anchor. But Custard is completely opposite to his physical description. Instead of being brave, he always looks for a nice safe cage. He always looks for a safe cage. Okay. Belinda tickled him, she tickled him unmerciful. Ink, Blink and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon and the really or truly or cowardly dragon. Belinda tickles the dragon cruelly so as to make him laugh. Tickling means teasing. The dragon is a hard-skinned bear. Tickle means a soft touch. The dragon's responding to tickles proves that he is very soft. Ink, Blink and Mustard rudely named him as Percival. They just tease him, making fun of him by calling Percival. Seeing the dragon react to a tickle makes Ink, Blink and Mustard laugh. They together laughing at the dragon. They laugh at him sitting in the little red wagon. However, this laughter is a kind of making mockery of him due to his cowardice. Because of the cowardness of the dragon, that is why the other pets and Belinda make fun with him. Okay. Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said "Weak," which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age, when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Belinda laughs a lot at the dragon so much so that the house shakes. That means Belinda's laughing shook the house. Blink says "weak." Weak means a laughing sound produced by the mouse, which is a giggling sound for a mouse. And what about Ink and Mustard? Ink and Mustard asked the dragon his age. It's only to make fun of him as he behaves like a small kid. But still, the dragon is not. But still, the dragon cries for a safe, nice cage because he was a coward. So, Belinda laughs at him, The mouse laughed at him. Ink and Mustard asked him his age, even though he was not a small kid. Anyhow, our dragon Custard is always cries for a safe, nice cage, as he was a coward. Okay. Suddenly, they heard a nasty sound, and Mustard growled, and they all looked around. "Mouch!" cried Ink, and "Oh!" cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the winter. While all of them are busy making fun of the dragon, making fun of Custard, there comes a nasty sound from the house. Nasty means bad sound from the house. Hearing the sound, Mustard growls, while all of them look around looking for the source of that unpleasant sound. And what about Ink? Ink cries. That is why the word is mouch. And Belinda cries, "Oh!" Very soon they see a pirate. Pirate means a sea thief. A pirate is climbing the window of the house with an intention of robbing the house. Window here means window. So they saw a pirate who is climbing the window of the house with an intention of robbing the house. That is why all become surprised and all become feared. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. The pirate appears and looks very menacing and dangerous. He is carrying many arms, pistols in both his arms. He holds a cutlass. Cutlass means a sword in his teeth as well. He has a black beard and his one leg is of wood, indicating that he is a rough and tough guy. He must have lost his leg in some battle or fight, isn't it? It is clear that the pirate means harm to the inmates of the house. So the pirate's intention is to rob the house. That is why we can see that the pirate's appearance is dangerous and the pirate harm the inmates of the house. And the pirate symbolizes danger to all. Belinda paled and she cried, "Help, help!" But Mustard fled with a terrified yelp. Ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and little Mouse Blink strategically mouseholed. So what happened when that pirates came to the house? Belinda is greatly frightened seeing the pirate and becomes pale with fear and cries for help. Paled means got yellow. That means she become very feared. That is why she cries for help. All her brave pets. Who are the brave pets? Mustard, Ink and Blink. All of her brave pets flee from the scene. Fled means ran away from the scene. Mustard ran with a terrified yelp. Yelp means cry. And Ink hides down to the bottom of the household. And what about our little mouse Blink? The little mouse disappears in his mouse hole, leaving Belinda all alone, exposed to the pirate. Their so-called bravery is of no use to Belinda. Already Belinda said that all the three, that means Ink, Blink and Mustard, were very brave, but their bravery is of no use to Belinda when the pirate came to attack their house. But up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like irons in dungeon. With a clatter and a clang and a jackling squirm, he went at the pirates like a robin at a worm. Suddenly, when all the pets disappears from the scene, it is the dragon who jumps and makes a huge sound. Snorting means sound of air coming out of nostrils. through the nose, a huge sound through the nose, like an engine against the pirates. He does so to terrify the pirate and to save Belinda. He starts to move his tail, making a clattering and clanking sound. Clatter and a clang means sound of irons which is striking. It is like an iron and striking the walls of a prison in a dungeon. Dungeon means underground prison, cave. With all these terrifying sounds, the dragon goes at the pirates like a robin. Robin is a bird, goes at the worm to eat it. So, the dragon attacks the pirate like a robin, goes at his worm for eating it. So in this way, our custard attacked the pirates. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon and gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired 2 bullets, but they didn't hit, and custard gobbled him every bit. So seeing the dragon, the dragon shocks the pirate with dangerous sounds and looks at him menacingly, dangerously. The pirate gapes at him. Gaping means looked intently. And to gather strength, gulps some wine. Gulps means swallowing. He swallowing some wine from his pocket flask. That is why. And gulped some grog. Grog here means wine from his pocket flagon. Flagon means pocket flask. He fires 2 shots. The pirate shoots 2 shots at the dragon, but do not hit anything. Custard the dragon is not hit by that bullet. He remains still and swallows the whole of the pirate. The custard gobbled. Gobbled means swallowed. Swallowed the pirate without leaving any trace of him. That is why the poet is giving the line as the custard gobbled him every bit. So the dragon completely swallowed the pirate. Thus the dragon, who was butt of ridicule of inmates, proves that he is the bravest of all. So the inmates means Belinda, Ink, Blink and Mustard call him coward, but he proves that he is the bravest of all. He swallowed the pirate every bit and proves that he is the bravest of all. Belinda embraced him, Mustard licked him. No one mourned for his pirate victim. Ink and Blink in glee did gyrate around the dragon that ate the pirate. After the dragon eats the pirate every bit, there is an atmosphere of joy and happiness. Belinda embraces him. Embraces mean hugging. Hugged him to express gratitude for saving everyone. And what about Mustard, Ink and Blink? Mustard licks him as per the dog's method of showing gratitude. And no one mourned. Mourned here means lamented of pirate victim. Ink and Blink start dancing around the pirate in glee. Glee means happy, joy. Gyrate means took rounds around. So Ink and Blink in happy they took rounds around the pirate, around the dragon who ate that pirate. Okay. But presently up spoke little dog Mustard. I had have been twice as brave if I hadn't been flustered. And up spoke Ink and up spoke Blink. We had have been 3 times as brave we think. And Custard said, I quite agree. After this incident, it gets clear who is a coward and who is a brave, isn't it? But Mustard says that if he had not become nervous, flustered means getting nervousness. If he had not become nervous, he would face the pirate bravely. Ink and Blink also said that they had been thrice brave as a dragon. They can't believe that Custard has done so brave an act in swallowing the pirate. So that is why they start giving excuses after excuses for their flood. The dragon, what about the dragon? Our Custard accepts that he is the most coward and everyone is braver than him. So our poor dragon accepts that he is the most coward and everyone else is braver than him. Okay. Now we are moving to the last two stanzas of the poem. Belinda still lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse, and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon and her really truly little pet dragon. So this is a repeat of the opening stanza of the poem with one difference. The opening stanza is in the past tense, whereas this stanza is in the present, showing the permanence of the situation. So after this incident, Belinda, a little girl, lives in a little white house with her pets and a wagon. Her pets include a black kitten, a little grey mouse, a little yellow dog, and a real, true little dragon. Belinda is as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in a rake, but Custard keeps crying for a nice safe cage. All the members of the house except Custard are very brave. Belinda is as brave as many bears are there in a container. Ink and Blink, despite being small in size, have the power to scare and chase away someone who is a lion. Belinda's dog is as brave as a tiger in anger. But Custard is completely opposite to his physical description. Instead of being brave, he always looks for a nice safe cage. So, even now, after the incident, after the dragon swallowed the pirate and saved the inmates of the house, even now Belinda and her pets are living in the same. So in present also Belinda has pets and had a dragon, had a wagon. The pets are little mouse, kitten and a dog. They are all brave. Belinda is as brave as full of beers, a barrel full of beers. Ink and Blink can chase lions, and Mustard is as brave as a tiger in rake. But our little dragon is now also a coward, and he is always crying for a nice safe cage. Okay, my dear children, now look at the poetic devices and rhyme scheme of the poem. So here in this poem there are three poetic devices used. First one is simile. As you know, simile, when a comparison is made between two words using like and as. So in the poem you can see that mouth like a fireplace. Belinda was as brave as a barrel. Snorting like an engine. So these are the examples of simile used in the poem. Next one is repetition. Repetition of words or phrases in the same line. Look at the example from the poem. Suddenly, suddenly they heard. Belinda paled and she cried, help, help. So the third one, that is alliteration. Repetition of initial consonant sounds in the same line. The examples from the poem, and Blink said weak. K sound is repeating here. When Custard cried for a nice safe cage, again K sound is, the letter C, the K sound is repeating here. That is why alliteration is here in the poem. So now look at the rhyming scheme of the poem. Every stanza has the same rhyming scheme. However, in stanza 13 it is different. All the other stanza has the same rhyme scheme, that is A, B, B. For line number stanza number 13, it is A, B, B, C, C. So let's try the rhyme scheme in your textbook. Every stanza the same rhyme scheme, that is A, B, B, and for stanza 13 it is A, B, B, C, C. Okay. Okay, my dear children, this is the explanation and summary of the poem. The poem carries a simple meaning, simple message that all that glitters is not gold, or never judge a thing by its appearance. Even though the dragon is a coward in appearance, but he shows his bravery. The poem carries a simple meaning, that is, the all glitters are not gold. The dragon faces the pirate who enters Belinda's house to harm her and her pets and eliminates him with bravery. Okay, so this is a message of the poem. Now, that's all for today. We are winding up here. So read and enjoy the poem and study well. See you later. Thank you.